And then when I opened the retail store in Carpendale, I wanted a flagpole. And I looked around, and the only thing I could find was fence posts with pulleys on them. That's all that existed in southern Illinois. I mean, I called St. Louis, Paducah, Evansville, called all over the place. Couldn't find a flagpole company nowhere. And I literally drove to Wisconsin and went to their factory and walked through it, and I was impressed and everything. So I bought 5 flagpoles, put them in my store in Carpendale. Some guy was walking around, and he literally tripped over the edge of one. And he looked down and he said, "Oh, do you sell flagpoles?" And I said, "Well, yeah. Well, I thought, why not? I'll buy some more." So that's how it all started. Because after he left, he actually bought 2 of the 5 flagpoles that I had, because I had bought them for myself and for my mom and my brother, and I was going to give them as gifts, around Christmas. And after he left, I stood there and thought about it for a minute. I thought, well, heck, I searched everywhere, and that's how it started, honestly. And then we put the big, the big flagpole still at the Murdell Shopping Center. If you drive by there right now, you'll see that's one of the first poles we ever put up in Southern Illinois. And when my daughter came back to work for me, and I'm the kind of guy that just wants to go do something else. A lot of times I get bored with what I'm doing, and she was doing things and doing them better than me, and I said, that works for me. So I just turned it over to her, and she's ran with it. And then my other daughter came in, and so it makes it easy on me.
Strong desire for American made. We wanted to make sure that everything we did as far as our American flags and our flagpoles were all sourced, made, everything right here in America. There's a lot of pride in it. It's really neat. It's the most kind of exciting moment, I think, for me was the day that my dad looked at it, and this has been, see here, I took over 10 years ago. So it was a couple years into me taking over that he walked in one day and just said he doesn't even recognize it. It's just a completely different business than what he handed over, but it's thriving and doing well. And so he just kind of said, run with it. It's fun to see what you guys are doing in here, and just run with it. And so there's a lot of pride in seeing pride in your parents anyway, and then seeing the pride that they have in you and what you're doing, and just love it.
It's definitely strengthened our bond, I feel like, as sisters, and just the love of family, really.
Yeah. You become on a first name basis with some of these people, and I can't say thank you enough to the people who serve this country and getting to be a part of their life and experience their stories. And then our customers who maybe didn't serve but just want, we get to be a part of their patriotism when they're buying a flag or buying a flagpole, or, we recently sold a flagpole and installed it for a gentleman who was well into his 80s. He didn't serve, but he absolutely loves this country and does everything he can, to be a positive part of it. And this flagpole was just important to him. It was something that he'd always wanted. And, in his 80 years of life, to live a life and then finally get to see something like that come to fruition, it's just cool to be a part of so many different people's lives.